Hi friends, last class we explained about fixed exchange rate. Today we will discuss about flexible exchange rate. Flexible exchange rate is just opposite of fixed exchange rate. Flexible means what you know, what we can expand, we can contract, we can change, that is known as flexible. It is not constant, it is not so steep. That is known as the meaning of flexible. Under the flexible or floating exchange rate, the exchange rate is allowed to vary to international foreign exchange market influence. That means under the flexible or floating exchange rate, the exchange rate is allowed to vary, allowed to change in the international foreign exchange market. In this flexible exchange rate, government doesn't make any interference. Who made the interference? It is the market force. Market force means the demand and supply that determine the exchange rate. This is a very important point you have to remember. In flexible exchange rate, government doesn't make any interference. Only it is the market force means demand and supply that decided what will be the flexible exchange rate in the foreign trade or foreign exchange market. Automatic variation in the exchange rate consequent upon a change in market forces are essence of freely fluctuating the exchange rate. Market is free and market force will decide what is the flexible exchange rate. Under the flexible exchange rate, we know different situations are there. Over that, a crawling peg system is there. Very famous system in flexible exchange rate, that is known as a crawling peg system. Crawling means when something is going up down like this, that is known as crawling. Get it? What is crawling peg? Crawling peg system. This is a compromise between the fixed and flexible rates. According to crawling peg system, a country specifies a parity value of its currency and permit a small variation around the parity. That means suppose it is the money and dollar values. We told that the dollar value in money it will be 75 rupees. It may be vary 73 to 72. Maybe it will 70, it will be 71, whatever it may be, but the changes will be there from 70 to 75, not more than that. We gave a upper limit, we gave a lower limit. Over that, what will be the crawling? That crawling is allowed. Get it? That is known as crawling peg system. Here a country specify a parity value. 75 is the parity value. So this currency is allowed or permit a small variation around that parity. The parity rate is adjusted regularly by small amount as wanted by the position of international reserve. How much international reserve is there held by a country? According to that, changes in the money supply price and a recent variation in the exchange around the parity. What is the changes will happen? That will based on the international or internal exchange reserves and a money supply of the price. Get it? Then crawling peg, what is the crawling peg is there, that is set with two parameters. The first is the par value. Get it? First is the par value of the peg currency. Then the par value is then bracketed within a range of exchange rate. Both of these components can be adjusted, referred to as crawling, due to the changing market and economic condition. I think here L I forgot to add, where crawling spelling I wrote, you just please add the L. Get it? Crawling peg system. Then what is the next part we found in the flexible exchange rate, that is managed floating exchange rate. First I told government intervention is not there, market force only decided what will be the exchange rate. But managed floating exchange rate to little bit change things over the first definition, that a managed floating exchange rate is a regime that allows an issuing central bank to intervene regularly in foreign exchange market. They told that what they told in the crawling peg system, that is the flexible, the parity is fixed only, little bit variation is allowed. Get it? But sometime some monetary authorities also intervene regularly in the foreign exchange market in order to change the direction of the currency float and shore of its balance of payment in excessively volatile period. If something urgent situation will come, if market something disturbance will come, then the monetary authorities will intervene and see what is the regular foreign exchange market rate of exchange. Managed floating with the absence of rules and regulation could be vulnerable to abuse the intervention. A particular country a particular country could manipulate its managed float to the detriment of other countries. This behavior called dirty floating. So now you can ask me, first you told that government will not intervene. Then in managed floating exchange rate, why you are telling that sometime in urgent situation the monetary authority will intervene? Because some rules and regulations are there, they will intervene to remember that rules and regulations, some authorities are there, you should be in limit. Neither some particular country, they will manipulate the entire trade and foreign exchange market, and they will force the other countries to doing the same. This behavior of these particular countries are known as dirty floating. To avoid that dirty floating, we saw the managed floating exchange rate. Clear? This is the picture where we show the flexible exchange rate. Flexible exchange rate is nothing but it's showing appreciation and depreciation of money. Obviously, if we are calculating both currency of dollar and Indian rupees, if Indian rupees will appreciate means then US dollar will depreciate. US dollar will depreciate means Indian money will appreciate. That only they told in this picture. The deficit in the balance of payment account means an excess supply of the domestic currency in the world market. As price declines, imbalance are removed automatically. It is the market force. It will show that how the BOP will balance, how the problems will solve. Get it? In other words, excess supply of domestic currency will automatically cause a fall in the exchange rate and the BOP balance will be restored. Get it? And the thing is that what is the appreciation and depreciation of money is a very easy factor. If you not understand this one, then it will be very difficult to understand this diagram. My request is that if any viewers are there who have still doubt in appreciation and depreciation means, just write in the comment. I will make a separate video for that one. Now it's the time we'll see what are the advantages and disadvantages of flexible exchange rate. First we'll see positive merits point. This flexible exchange rate permit the continued existence of free trade and convertible currencies. Obviously, it's permit continuous existence of free trade. The trade is become very free and convertible. Second, it concentrate more independence on the countries in their domestic policies. Get it? So it concentrate the independence on the trade, basically for the domestic domestic policies. Then it's give advantages to eliminate the inadequate. If anything is inadequate in international trade, it eliminate those things. What are the disadvantages? It can create the uncertainty and instability. It will happen if we will make our class free means they will utilize their independence and they will create a lots of disturbance in the class. That will happen in international market if everything will free. It will hamper positively the foreign trade and investment. Second, speculation and a flexible exchange rate. We can't assume how will be the rate of exchange. Maybe some urgent situation will come. Free market all the time is lack and out of rules and regulation. Then flexible exchange rate sometime create the situation of inflation also. So first I explain fixed exchange rate. Second I explain flexible exchange rate. Fixed, flexible and a floating exchange rate. Third is the multiple exchange rate. If a country adopt more than one rate of exchange, means fixed also, flexible also, floating also, for its currency, it is said to follow a system of multiple exchange rate. Get it? We want to become healthy, become very lean and slim, so that DAS diet also we included, keto diet also we are included 2 to 3 diet plan. So that is known as a multiple diet plan. Like that only if a country is following so many different type of exchange rate, that is known as multiple exchange rate. Fourth one, two-tier exchange rate system. A form of multiple exchange rate where the higher rate of commercial transaction and a lower rate of capital transaction. If both the commercial transaction and capital transactions are there in the exchange rate, that is known as a two-tier exchange rate. Get it? This is also a form of multiple exchange rate. So I just want to remember you when I explain the concept or type of foreign exchange rate. I told spot and forward rate, fixed, flexible and floating exchange rate, multiple exchange rate and two-tier exchange rate. The four I explained positively. I hope everything is very clear for you. Still any doubt is there, means my request is there, don't take the half knowledge. Don't keep much doubt in mind. You just asked in the comment. I will give more ideas about this. Thank you class. This is for today.